What if I told you that the world's most beautiful thing was right under your nose? That's what Thomas, a humble blacksmith from Eldridge, discovered after a long and risky quest. He left his loving wife and daughter behind to seek out the elusive treasure that a traveler had told him about. He thought it would bring them joy and wonder, but little did he know that he already had it. Thomas was a good man who loved his family and his work. He lived in the friendly town of Eldridge, where everyone knew him and respected him. He had a simple but happy life with his wife Anne and daughter Lily. One day, a traveler came to Eldridge and entertained the townsfolk with stories of his adventures. He claimed to have seen the world's most mysterious and beautiful thing, but he wouldn't reveal what it was. He said it was different for everyone and that only those who sought it with a pure heart could find it. Thomas was attracted by this mysterious thing. He wondered what it could be and how it would make his family happy. He decided to go on a quest to find it and bring it back to them. He packed his bags, kissed his wife and daughter goodbye, and set off with the traveler's guidance. His first stop was the crowded city of Aurelia, where he met a painter named Lucia. She was renowned for her lifelike portraits and captivating landscapes. She invited Thomas to her studio and showed him her paintings. Thomas was amazed by her talent and asked her if she had seen the world's most beautiful thing. Lucia smiled and pointed at her canvas. She said that the most beautiful thing she had ever seen was her art coming to life on a canvas. She said that every stroke of her brush was like a breath of life, and that every color was like a drop of emotion. She said that painting was her passion and her joy, and that nothing could compare to it. Thomas thanked her for sharing her art with him, but he felt confused. He didn't understand how a painting could be the world's most beautiful thing. He admired Lucia's skill and enthusiasm, but she didn't share her vision. He decided to continue his quest and look for something else. Next, Thomas journeyed to the endless expanse of the Sahara Desert, where he met a Bedouin named Ahmed. Ahmed welcomed Thomas into his tent and offered him some tea. As they sat under the vast starlit sky, Thomas asked Ahmed if he had seen the world's most beautiful thing. Ahmed looked up at the stars and nodded. He said that the most beautiful thing he had ever witnessed was the silent dance of the stars in the boundless desert sky. He said that every night he would watch them twinkle and move across the heavens, telling stories of ancient times and distant lands. He said that the stars were his companions and his guides, and that nothing could match their beauty. Thomas thanked him for sharing his wisdom with him, but he felt puzzled. He didn't understand how the stars could be the world's most beautiful thing. He admired Ahmed's knowledge and reverence, but he didn't share his perspective. He decided to continue his quest and look for something else. Thomas then traveled to a peaceful monastery high up in the mountains and met a monk named Tenzin. Tenzin greeted Thomas with a smile and invited him to join him in meditation. As they sat in silence, Thomas asked Tenzin if he had experienced the world's most beautiful thing. Tenzin opened his eyes and nodded. He said that the most beautiful thing he had ever experienced was the peace found in the embrace of silence and meditation. He said that by quieting his mind and body, he could connect with his true self and the source of all life. He said meditation was his way of finding happiness and harmony, and that nothing could surpass it. Thomas thanked him for sharing his experience with him, but he felt perplexed. He didn't understand how silence could be the world's most beautiful thing. He admired Tenzin's calmness and insight, but he didn't share his view. He decided to continue his quest and look for something else. As the years passed, Thomas traveled to countless places and met many people, hearing numerous ideas about what the world's most beautiful thing could be. Yet, with each new definition, a deep sense of emptiness grew within him. He had seen so much and learned so much, but the world's most beautiful thing he had set out to find still eluded him. Disappointment weighed heavy on his heart, like a stone sinking in a deep pond. Every night, as he gazed at the unfamiliar stars, he thought of Anne's smile and Lily's laughter. Their faces were becoming distant memories, and with each passing day, his longing to see them grew stronger. Finally, he decided to return home to Eldridge. He had given up on his quest and realized that he had wasted his life chasing a phantom. He hoped that his family would forgive him and welcome him back. When he arrived, the sight of the cobblestone streets and sweet houses filled him with a sense of nostalgia and warmth. He opened the door to his home, and there was Anne, her face lighting up at the sight of him. Lily ran into his arms, her laughter echoing through the home. The wave of love and warmth that washed over him took his breath away. At that moment, it lightened up that the most beautiful thing wasn't an object, a place, or even a single experience. It was the feeling of love, the sensation of belonging, the warmth of family. He had been seeking beauty in the world outside, but it had been right there in his home all along. The joy in Anne's eyes, the love in Lily's embrace, the coziness of his home. This was his world's most beautiful thing. His years-long quest had come to an end, not with the discovery of a new unknown treasure, but with the realization of appreciating the existing one. It taught him a valuable lesson that beauty is not always something you see. It's something you feel. It's the love, warmth, and connection that we share with our loved ones. That's the true essence of beauty, and Thomas had found his right where he started, at home with his family. What did you think of this story? Did it touch your heart? Did it make you appreciate your own family more? I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay beautiful,